for their faith. What happens when the sharpest mind of the Middle Ages kneels in humility at the feet of the crucified? This is the story of Saint Bonaventure, the Seraphic Doctor, whose wisdom guided popes, whose holiness shaped the Franciscans, and whose vision saw beyond the logic of man into the mystery of God. Born in 1221 in the small Italian town of Bagnoregio, Giovanni di Fidanza was struck with a deadly illness as a child. His desperate mother prayed to Saint Francis of Assisi, then recently canonized. The child recovered. According to legend, Francis himself prophesied, "O Bonaventura! What good fortune!" And so the boy would be remembered as Bonaventure. Bonaventure entered the Franciscan Order and was sent to study in Paris, where his brilliance soon matched that of his peers like Thomas Aquinas. But Bonaventure was not just a scholar, he was a mystic. He wrote, "If you learn everything but do not burn with love, you have learned nothing." He taught that the soul's journey to God begins in silence, is guided by humility, and ends in union with divine love. His masterpiece, The Journey of the Mind to God, remains a spiritual classic. In 1257, at just 36 years old, Bonaventure was elected Minister General of the Franciscans. The order was growing rapidly, and dividing over how strictly to follow the poverty of Saint Francis. Bonaventure united them, not by force, but through holiness. He rewrote the life of St. Francis, giving the friars a saintly mirror to imitate. When Pope Gregory X later found him washing dishes, he handed him the red hat of a cardinal and bishopric of Albano. Bonaventure humbly dried his hands before receiving it. In 1274, Bonaventure played a key role at the Second Council of Lyons, working for unity between East and West. But before the council ended, he died, mysteriously, at only 53, some whispered poison. Others, providence. What's certain is this: the Church lost one of her greatest minds and most radiant hearts. Saint Bonaventure was declared a Doctor of the Church in 1588, his feast is celebrated on July 15. He once said, "In everything, consider the beginning, the development, and the end. And see if it leads you to God." Let us follow this Franciscan giant, where reason meets revelation, and all leads back to love. Saint Bonaventure, pray for us, Doctor of the Church, friend of Saint Thomas, heart of the Franciscans.